Hello my friends, Fred Bergeron from Inaxsys. I hope you're doing well today. We had a few clients calling recently as they were having issues after upgrading a GX controller firmware on an existing site, on a live site. So I decided to cover maybe more in depth something that we discussed in previous tutorials. Basically, depending on how many versions you're going from and to, in terms of firmware version, sometimes the controller will reset by default after the firmware update. I believe it's when the internal database version changes. After upgrading, the controller will go to default. Okay, so obviously when that happens, first thing that the GX software will do is basically download the programming back into the controller. However, there's a list of things that you need to check before you can leave the site, or before you can make sure everything is back to normal the way it was before the firmware update. Okay, so as we discussed in previous tutorials, we have here the ability to check the health status of a controller, which is, again, I'm not going to say it enough, you should always look at this list before leaving a site. Okay, so right now all we have is basically the encryption that's turned off. I didn't enable encryption on my controller yet. Okay, otherwise the controller is healthy, there's nothing wrong. Basically, if you have areas, they're 24 hours armed, so the 24 zones are monitored. If you have reporting services, they're running in the back end, so we know the system is properly running. Okay, so I'm going to show you like when we upgrade the firmware, what happens after, and what kind of things you may want to look at to make sure the system is normal. Okay, so if I close this, I want to upgrade the controller firmware. Let's see what files I have here. Okay, so that's the latest version I'm using. It takes about 5 minutes to update the controller firmware. So to save you time, we're gonna speed things up till the end. All right, okay, so the controller firmware update is done. We have updated OK here as the confirmation. Okay, now if I look here at the download server during a stick window, it's at 10:45. Okay, let's do a force download. All right, now you see that there's 4 health issues, and that's what I want to focus on. Just waiting for the download to complete. So saving packet to file means the download is done. Oops, sorry, let me minimize this. If I refresh, you see the last download is 10:45 a.m. All right, so let's look at the list. So health status. Okay, so we can see that the controller has been restarted. So this is an event that we can clear. Okay, I see a keypad offline, the encryption, and I see this, the area has tamper disarmed. So this means the area is fully disarmed. So if you have any 24 zones, they won't be monitored at this point. Okay, so we need to clear this. So let's do a module update and see if the keypad can. Oh yeah, the keypad is back online. Perfect. All right. So here the office area is disarmed. We can right click, arm 24 hours. Okay. So in this example, the database didn't change because the area was still in the controller, and the service, which I have here, the contact ID service is still running. But if you have a message in the health status saying that service with the database ID, so in this case it's service 0, is stopped, you need to go back in this list and then start the service. Then it's gonna run forever, even if you power cycle the controller. Okay, so after I updated the firmware, the area went to disarm state, and then I rearmed the 24 hours. So if we go back under the controllers section and then health status, I should only have the encryption turned off. You see, so now my area is properly monitored. Okay, so it's very simple, but it's something that you should always focus on. Is when you do a firmware update, you go to the list of health status and you clear all of them. Sometimes it's going to tell you need to do some updating of the modules, which I had to do with for the keypad to come back online. And it's going to show the areas, the services. If you're using programmable functions, the programmable functions may be in halted state, so you need to start the functions from the automation section. Okay, so I hope you liked the video. Again, my name is Fred Bergeron from Inaxsys. Remember, we're the Canadian distributor of ICT products, And also you can visit our playlist, so we have tons and tons of tutorials and promotional videos, product launch, and all that. So, all right, so if you need help, you can use these tutorials to learn the product, okay? Again, thanks for watching. Frédéric from Inaxsys. See you soon.